You know, there should be enough to at least keep us occupied for a little bit. So we're going to start the tutorial and find out what the hell's going on. Sounds like a plan to me. So how much do you think of this as voiced? What is your expectation? They're going to be telling me what to do? No, I'm just going to have to read a bunch of things. That's fine. Eager newbie and new challenger. Did you see the DM screen over here? I love it. I already love the aesthetic here. All right, I found a unit. This is a unit. Army comprised of many units. Cool, I love units. Been playing Octopath 2? Nice. I never did play any of the Octopath games, but they looked very interesting. Units have health. I guess this one has 3 health. That looks like 3 health. And mana. This unit has some amount of mana. Increases every second. When the bar is full, the unit will activate their special skill. They're long? Yeah. Well, I mean, RPGs, right? What you gonna do? Especially JRPGs. You know, Octopath comes from a long history of long games. Do I enjoy those kind of games? I mean, I am playing Sea of Stars as my main evening game right now, which is in a similar vein. I played a bunch of the Final Fantasies. I played a bunch of, like, similar games by Square and other people, etc. But for whatever reason, I was just never in a place where I really wanted to pick up Octopath. It's still a game that I want to play, both 1 and 2, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Mana bars. Yeah. We know about mana bars now. Oh my god. Cool. This is a bar. Vault. Oh yeah, this is very auto-battler. This is, this feels very, Battlegrounds. Hearthstone Battlegrounds. The unit store, where you buy new units using star points. Yeah, I'll probably get star points. It seems like a thing I'll get. Gold, star points, curse. Chains on that unit can be broken by spending a heart. Pale hearts. Heart. Oh, this is like heart armor. In addition to regular hearts. When winning a combat, you gain a heart. I don't have a lot of hearts, it turns out. This does look neat, right, Fiddle? You've watched the Octopaths, I'd enjoy them. I'm pretty sure I'd enjoy them. I just need to be able to settle down and play an RPG, which... There's several other games that I would pick up before I would play Octopath. You know what to gift once it goes on sale? Oh my god, that's very dangerous. Because I need yet another 3-month game for my evening streams. Alright, we got attack, we got melee, we got casters, we got skirmish. Oh no, tanks. Tanks, magic DPS, physical DPS. Sure. SP cost. Oh, how many star points? Yeah, we know about star points. Traits. Traits feel like they are meaningless unless a thing cares. Like, not intrinsically meaningful. But I suppose this is probably not intrinsically meaningful either. Skill describes the skill this unit casts when they fill their mana bar. Taunts a foe, then heals and counterattacks the next 3 melee attacks. Can't even watch during the evening streams? Alright. If you end up gifting me Octopath, I'll do it during the afternoon streams. I can make that happen. I'm willing to do that. Willing to bend a little bit on some of these games for my poor, long-suffering European viewers. Time to start learning how to form your army. I do want to know how to form my army. We got Miki. Oh, he's a cutie. First, we need to place a unit onto the field to combat the enemy's unit. That's going to be Miki. I spent a star point and bought a Miki. Miki has 4 health, as opposed to this idiot's 3 health. I'm obviously going to win this fight. Click and hold on Miki, drag it onto one of the empty hexes on my field. Sure. Here. Sounds great. You know what? Here. Much better. Far more tactical, you see. For reasons. I don't know what those reasons are, but I'm sure it's a good one. Now the battle can begin! Oh, that's this button. Alright. All units on the board will come alive and automatically fight each other until only one team is left standing. Alright, well, go to town, buddy. Okay, so it's not turn-based. They're all just doing the thing at about the same time. And it looks like they're losing health at about the same rate. Oh, I guess I could actually see how much health they're losing. Like, Miki was attacking for 60. This idiot was attacking for some number. +1 heart. Heart's full. Not that full. Gold XP. I got XP. Oh. Levels. Yes, of course. Allows you to select a new passive power to enhance your power. I do want my power to be enhanced. Enhance power. Track how much XP you need to gain another level in the bar at the top. Sure. Gold. Purchasing new equipment and other goodies, which is different from units. Stars. 2 different currencies. Star points used for purchasing units and re-rolling at the unit store. Re-rolling. Is this a re-roll button? Okay, I'll believe that. Tutorial 2 of 4, Star Student. Teach you about the first of 3 pillars of army power. Merging units. Right, yeah. You can triple units, as is tradition. Enemy has 2 units now! You'll need to match them first, and to do so, you'll need to refresh the unit store. Oh, that's this. What is this then? Oh, my total number of stars. That's how many stars I have. Scrapper 1 of 2, Dragon 1 of 2. Really? Is there a limit on how many of the things I can have? Or is that like till I get a bonus? First refresh after every combat is free. Each one after the first will cost you 2 star points. Alright, well, I guess I'll refresh. And now I can buy anything except for the 2 Mikis. You jerk. Treefolk Marksman. Mushroom Poisoner. Beast Dweller. None of these are any of these things, I can't help but notice. Deploys spores in a cone, dealing damage and disarming enemies. Sick. Gains a bonus to attack speed, during which attacks deal bonus spell damage. I don't think we're doing any attacks that deal spell damage. Next 3 times she's attacked, she heals 5% of her maximum HP and instantly attacks back. Dope. Sebastian! Hello, Sebastian! Because you're a crab. I get it. I understand. And it's a wave that deals 6% of his max HP as spell damage to adjacent foes. Maurice. Oh, Maurice. Do I think, Sebastian has spell damage and Miki does not. The quantum mechanics tutorial stream. I don't know what's quantum about it, but it is very much a tutorial stream. Like, I don't know what's going on. Why Dweller? Treefolk Marksman. This is a spellcaster. Well, I guess I'm buying you now. So that's cool. Sounds great. Well, your army is now similar in strength to the enemies. You can amplify your power further by merging, which increases a unit's tier. Higher tier units have increased stats and are a key component to having a successful army. Sure, love it. You can have 3 dwellers. Merging occurs when you have 3 tier 1 copies of a unit, and can increase a unit to a maximum of tier 4. Units in the store that have a glowing card border, like Miki here, are duplicates of ones you already have in play. Increasing tier power is never a bad idea. Right, it wanted me to wait, yeah. Alright, well, if I buy Miki, and then I also buy Miki, they'll auto-merge together, and I gained HP and armor. Armor? Half effectiveness after 40 armor, caps at 100 armor. Fascinating. 40 mana, 6 MP a second. 60 mana, 6 MP a second. And it looks like mana carried over? Like they're starting at some value of mana that's not 0 for some reason? Alright, well anyway, Miki's gonna carry me. You're now much stronger than your foe. Yeah, I kind of figured. No challenge, I agree. Battle bar. I guess the battle bar shows up once I hit play. Track the total remaining health of each team. Use the speed controls. Love that. Alright. Speed controls, sure. Miki, no! Is the Miki gonna die? No, Miki lived barely. My hearts are still full. Their identity remains a secret for now. A lot of hex grid? Yeah! I think I'm on board with the hex grid. I'm not mad about it. Trait bonuses. Alright, teach me about trait bonuses. 3 enemy units this time. Oh my god, that's so many units. You'll need to once again to match them by placing a 3rd unit. Rather than choosing a random unit, I would not argue that my choice was random. It was a little random. Time to learn about traits! Yeah, these things. None are active yet. Require... Ah, this isn't a maximum. This is a minimum to get a bonus. Great. Minimum to get a bonus. Not something you expected in an auto-battler? Oh, sure. Yeah, given that they haven't just abstracted it to, like, you know, tiers or rows or something, I think this makes a fair amount of sense. I've seen a couple of other games do this kind of thing. Alright, hovering over the dragon trait. Hovering over the traits will show me all the traits. 2 dragons to become active. Let's activate the dragon trait by purchasing and placing Rhyme. I guess I'll find a Rhyme to purchase and place. Rhyme is also a caster. Get back road. Now it's active. And what does that do? Aha! When a dragon first casts, they summon a fire-breathing worm? Oh, it's just a spell. They just cast a spell. That's fine, whatever. Okay, so I want to maximize trait bonuses. And it looks like there's tiers of trait bonuses. 2 and 4, 3 and 5. Geoguk? They just summon a dude? That's crazy. Is it a cool spell? It's a pretty cool spell. Summon a fire-breathing worm? I mean, fire-breathing worm's pretty cool. Let's find out just how cool it is. Dragon trait's now active, but your army isn't quite fully optimized. No? Why would you say that to me? The unit you added last round doesn't match either of Rhyme or Miki's traits, but a unit in the shop does. You can make your armor stronger by selling that unit. What if I don't sell them? What if I just leave them in on my bench? I guess I have to sell it. Sell Zuzu. Sorry, Zuzu. I guess it wasn't meant to be. Grundy is a scrapper. I guess we'll purchase a Grundy? But is Shelly not a dragon? Shelly's a turtle. I guess that's different from a dragon. Deals attack-based damage and stuns. Stuns? Pretty good. Like stuns? Fully refunded for the star points spent on that unit. The 1 star points that I spent. This is the power triangle formation, the Triforce formation here. The triangle of power. So now my scrapper bonus. Scrappers gain 10 attack speed in their attack supply combo. Every 6th combo point removes them and deals 10% of the target's maximum HP as spell damage. Sick. Armies that utilize trait power will be superior to those that don't. So this next fight will be an easy win for your dragon scrappers. Miki in particular will be extra potent, benefiting from both the dragon bonus and the scrapper bonus. Not that, like... I guess the attack speed bonus here is relevant. But this is not when a dragon first casts. Okay, so each dragon, when they first cast, will summon a fire-breathing worm. Sure. Yeah, the being tier 2 seems like it'll help also. I suspect that'll make a difference as well. Holding shift while hovering a unit. Inspect mode. Attack range. And visually previews their skill. Oh. What is your skill? It's a self buff. Your skill dashes to the furthest enemy. Ooh, wild. Alright, I'm changing my formation a bit. Grundy will take out the plant. And Miki will take some hits over here. And your boy Rhyme will do something relevant. Maybe also work on Grundy? Maybe also work on Grundy. Let's position you so you are also working on Grundy. That's probably correct. Alright, let's fight. I don't know how often I'll be able to like mess around like this and micromanage, but I like the idea. Oh, you're not supposed to go over this way. You're supposed to go over there. Oh, he's dead. This is the fire-breathing worm. Yo, fire... That's not a worm. That's a dragon. I guess it's worm with a Y. That's probably okay, then. That's neat. And it looks like it strikes like the 2 to 3 center rows. Worm is a kind of, well, sure, kind of dragon. I get it. Final pillar of power, equipping items. Sure. This will be the final combat room. It did look pretty cool. This time against 4 units, all of whom share traits to some degree. They form a very respectable force, like the ones you'll be facing in a real run. First, you should keep up with the enemy's army growth and find a 4th unit to place. Okay. Choose any unit you like. Any unit I like, huh? This is a ghoul, and I already have a ghoul. So it'll support my ghoul friend, Grundy. Otherwise, it doesn't matter, and I can't reroll at all. So I guess I should just get Fester because it's a ghoul. Does this unit fill a gap in the archetypes of your army? I couldn't tell you. Did I say that just so I could say ghoul friend? No. But had I thought about it, maybe. Just like how traits can amplify your power to give you the edge, carefully placed equipment on your units can amplify your army's effectiveness. The right items on the right unit can cause it to carry, in bold, your team to victory. Why is that in bold? Is it so that people who've played, like, MOBAs recognize that they want to turn a unit into a carry? Or is it because they carry equipment when it's equipped? Or is it... I got a buckler. Can be merged with another component item? Whoa. Oh my god. I've seen that art before. You can't just steal icon art from World of Warcraft! God damn it. Well, Warcraft 3, I guess. Anyway, this is definitely going on Miki. Your boy Miki needs more armor, clearly. Equip buckler to Miki. Yeah, that's right. I will. I'll do exactly that. But not because you told me to. Just because I think it's a good idea. Give you a buckler to start with. Thanks. Where does this equipment come from? Most items you acquire during a run can be combined with another item. What the hell is going on over here? Right-click any component item to open the merge book. Merge book? Is that this thing? Shows what happened when any item is combined with any other, including itself. Sure. Also, open this merge book at any time by pressing the merge book button in the top bar. Open the merge book. Right-click to open the staff merge recipes. Oh, I guess the number of recipes, there are only so many items right now. Meat? Oh, and every item can merge with every other item because that is the total number of items, is these 6 items. Sure. Equip the staff to the unit that has the buckler. Well, if you say so. What does this become if I do that? Burn Dana. Every 3 seconds, adjacent foes take spell damage equal to 8% of their max HP. Have their healing for 3 seconds. Wild. Giving Miki spell damage doesn't really make much difference, right? Oh, heals 5% of the maximum HP, scaling with spell power. So if I do this, now Miki has a Burndana. Spell power is 130, and she's healing 6% of her maximum HP. Excellent. Excellent. 30 spell power. And spell power is just a pure percentage modifier. So 30 spell power means my abilities are now 130% as powerful instead of just 100% as powerful. 1.3x. Okay, great. Armor and health, best for vanguards. Mana regen and spell power for casters. Attack damage and haste for skirmishers. Sure. Okay, yeah, great. Love it. Super good. Combat recap. Yo, look at all these numbers. Maurice. I somehow didn't register that Maurice had Ma in their name. That's pretty good. Spell damage from Scrapper trait. Spell damage from Scrapper trait and from Dragon trait. Right. Because the Dragon trait is a giant goddamn spell dragon that deals spell damage. Yeah. Okay. And then the Scrapper trait is whenever combo points, they get to attack it. They do a thing. Yeah, great. Love it. Super good. Healing? There's like a healing recap. How much healing did you do? Your Earthen Shield healed 66 HP. Pretty good. Damage taken? Okay. all of the damage. They took all of the damage. Look, as much damage as was possible to be taken. They took that much damage. Armor. Some amount of damage was prevented because of armor. Cool. Utility? Units killed. Yeah, alright. Cool. I'll pretend that any of that is meaningful to me at the moment. But maybe it'll eventually be meaningful. So how is this thing? I'm about 20 minutes into the tutorial. The recap screen displays to you a final tally of how each unit performed. You can review the damage output, healing, and mitigation of every unit for both you and your opponents. Great. Alright, battle. Oh, it's in line with wherever they are. That's where they cast the spell. So this spell is going to come across this line. Yep, there it is. And do a fair amount of damage. The enemy's skeleton trait being active revives the skeletons. Oh no, the skeletons. That's alright. All of my dudes are still alive. We're doing pretty good here. Cool. That was sufficiently chaotic that I have no idea what happened. But we definitely won, so that's cool. Now ready to start a full run. Am I? Losses in a normal combat room cause 2 lives to be lost. Boss rooms deal double damage. I only have 4 lives. Does that mean a boss room is just an auto kill? Maybe I'll have different numbers of lives in an actual run. Star points carry over from fight to fight. While there isn't any economic advantage to storing them, one strategy may be to save a little just before a shop room, where you unlock the next rarity of units, which randomly makes units cost a life to purchase. As long as you win a fight, you heal a life, so it can be harmless. If you're good, it's harmless. And then there's meta progression. Alright. I agree. So unlocks. I have 0 mastery at the moment. But if I had mastery, I might be able to buy some things. There is a compendium. N. A. What is N about you, sir? Normal, maybe? Normal, elite, boss, artifact? Prices? Cost 3 stars? Are you very expensive, sir? Malady. Malady or Malady? Why doesn't it show the price here? I feel like it should show the star price. Traits? Oh my god, there's lots of traits. There are some number of items. So there's the 6 base items, and then there's all the things that are combinations of those 6 base items. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 base items. Ah. Because there's rings, which don't show up on the list, but they can merge into things. Wild. She's Ma Lady. Aha! You've taken it yet a third direction. I didn't know there was a third joke hiding in there, but you found it. Perks. Yeah, I don't know about any of this. Alright, cool, let's play a game. Let's maybe look at literally anything in the actual game and figure it out from there. Recommended. Bare bones? Custom mods? Mayhem mode. Unit traits. Not recommended for players new to auto battlers. Wow. Enemy unit traits. I could actually turn them off if I wanted. Interesting. Alright, sure. Recommended. I guess there's like other stuff that'll get unlocked over time. And lock in these modifiers and choose a character. Sure. How about this character? Literally the only character I can choose. I'll take it. Oh my god. There's so much meta progression to unlock. Jesus Christ. Sounds like it's time for some save hacking. The Grand Tournament, a prestigious event hosted every year by a group of powerful callers known as the Daya. Each year, young callers from all over are invited to challenge the Daya themselves. You have been selected to partake in this year's event. Will your tale be one of triumph or defeat? Will your tactics... Yo! It's the title drop! Tales and tactics! Both in one paragraph. Earn you fame and glory or find you wanting? Tell us about the... I need a backstory? Singram. Singram Bold Pebble. Bold Pebble. Everyone calls me Sing. I've been a student of the... Are you a gnome? Student of the arcane ever since I can remember. Top of my class. I mean, Bold Pebble, right? Gotta be a gnome or a halfling or something. Why did I want to enroll in the grand tournament? Well, I thought it might be a chance to do something different. It's one thing to read about all the wonders of the world, but it's something else to see them for yourself. Thought it would be a good way to meet new people, maybe even that special someone. Oh yeah, the best way to find love. Enroll in tournaments to the death. Is it to the death? I'm not even sure if it's to the death. It might not be. 1 army size. Alright, let's go. Let's fight a goblin. Wait, I have 1 army size and they have 2 goblins? Training goblin. Training goblins have no skill. Did you know that about training goblins? I didn't know that about training goblins. There's a lot of ghouls out here. You're gonna be over here. Get started on some combat before the other training goblin can show up. I do still have money, so I could buy another Fester. But I can't put the other Fester on the board. Oh, I can put... No, I can't. I can't put the other Fester on the board because I don't have the army size. I can spend the stars, which is what I want to do. But I can't put them out. So, great, let's fight. Wait, if I do this, can I fight? Can't begin the fight until your army has been reduced in size, as expected. Alright, Fester. Better show him who's boss. Wow. Fester definitely showed them who's boss. Right, it really beat the crap out of him. Oh, I start off with less than full hearts? That's wild. I got 2 stars and an experience. Ghoulish defense. Deals 150 spell damage to adjacent foes. And got a lot of mana very quickly. Do you get mana when you get hit or something? Get some warm-up fights in before the real combatants. I have 1 free roll, but I think I want to buy Grundy first. And then I'll take my free roll and find an extra Grundy. Sure. I guess we're going full ghouls today. Grundy might be a better choice for the army type, right? Because Grundy's a skirmisher. Oh, putting in multiples of the same thing doesn't activate the traits. Okay, definitely Grundy's a better choice because I want to get the ghoul trait. This is in fact pretty hexy. You're not wrong. Let's just set up like this. Now I can fight 3 training goblins. That's so many goblins. Well, let's go. But now we have ghoul powers. Regenerate 2.5% of their missing health each second. Wow, this is horrifically unfair.
I am dead.
Character summary confirms gnome. Oh yeah, no. A gnome wizard professor. Do I want any of these? Alright, we're still fighting just some random gobbos. Are these better random gobbos? This has a leader war banner. I still have no items in my inventory, nor do I know how to acquire them. Leader gains 50% total maximum health, extra mana regen, and extra attack damage. Not that mana affects him, on account of training goblins have no skill. In Act 2, the leader will give one of its allies an enhanced item. Dope. None of these things match the things that I want, so I will roll. Alright, I have now an elite Grundy, which is definitely a good idea. I can't roll again, I don't have the money for it. But Uro matches Brawler. Even though it doesn't... Like, I should probably get a Wizard in here, but I want the traits more than I want the typings. So now we have Brawler. Brawlers gain extra health and gain 3 mana when hit. That's dope. That's super dope. That's dope as hell. And Grundy's just gonna kill people. It's just gonna slaughter. Alright, get in there and slaughter. Yeah, that's horrifically unfair. At some point I face, like, actual challenges, right? The newbie skipped the tutorial and insists on not using units that share traits. Okay, this looks like we're having an actual fight, finally. Sparky matches Demon. But that doesn't actually fulfill a thing. So maybe instead of going for a second Demon, I would rather have a third Ghoul or Brawler, if possible. Which Demon is this? Uro, the Demon Brawler. Alright, I could roll again, but then I wouldn't be able to buy anything. So I think I will buy another Skirmisher. No, Sparky. I'll buy Sparky. Tosses a bomb that deals spell damage, then runs away. Neat. If sells are free, would a valid strat have been to buy the Demon, planning to immediately sell if he found anything better? Yes, actually. It does seem like sells are free, so I definitely could have done that. Or I could buy 2 Zaphans, because 2 of a thing. I don't have enough star points to reroll. That's correct. I agree. Alright, whatever. Your Zaphan is ranged, but placed in the front. Oh. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't realize he was ranged. How do you know he's ranged? Fires a beam of magic. Okay. At the nearest 2 foes? Yo, Zaphan's dope. Scaling by spell power and attack damage. And... Oh, wow. Wait, no. How do you know he's ranged? There's a range thing. Okay. There's an actual range stat. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, no, that's great. It's looking pretty good for Team Jim. Demolished.
I knew you had it in you.
Why are these pale? What happened to my 4 regular hearts? Rude. Travel. Stumble upon a potion dispensing machine. Mystery consumable and unique perk. Neat. Fount of Potion. The sound of gurgling draws your attention to a small stand of various liquids. Several containers of colorful concoctions line a table, along with bottles and flasks of various shapes and sizes. A sign hanging from the dispensers reads, "Take a drink to quench your thirst. Overindulgence can be a curse." Oh no, it rhymes. That's definitely magical. Take a sample. Take our fill. Disenchant Shrine. In combat rooms, gain the hex modifier Shrine and a random hex, which grants a unit +1 mana regen. Or I could take a potion. Or I could take, whenever you purchase a cursed unit in the unit store, gain a fire potion. And some curses. I don't think I'm ready to be cursed, so I will take a sample. A little bit of everything. Fire potion. Withervine potion. Berserker potion. You decide to heed the sign's warning of frugality and fill just one bottle from each tap. The liquids shimmer ever so slightly, radiating a sense of positive energy. Consumables to hoard, right? I'm never going to use them. Let's be real here. Stashing the flasks in your satchel, you look back to see the bottle rack refilled somehow, as though you were never there at all. Ominous. Alright, now we get to fight an unlucky lass. Stuck with just one active trait. Sucks to be her.
This guy's a frontline unit, right?
Engineer at 2 of 4. Gain a turret minion that attacks from aside the board with 30 attack damage. Ah, that's this one. This is the turret minion. So I'm going to take your suggestion to heart, and we're going to pick up Sparky with the intention of selling him if he's useless. Alright, that's good. That's a thing I'm looking for. We're still at 4. And I'm willing to replace Zaffin with Sparky here, should that become useful. And none of this is useful, and I don't think I want to reroll again. So we'll stick with Zaffin for reasons. Probably. Demon Horror. Demon Engineer. I don't have a particular reason to think that one or the other is a better idea. I guess I could go for full demon here. When all other demons die, the last demon standing becomes the Demon Lord, gaining a shield for 100% of the demon's maximum health. Life steal, attack speed, and spell power. Wow. Over the health regen? I like that better, I think. But both of my ghouls are tier 2. So I'm going to leave the 2 tier 2 units in, I think. Alright, let's fight. I don't think I need to use potions here. Remove its armor. It loses 2% of its max HP each second. Slow it for the combat. Sanctus Praise. I do have a thing in my bag. I have a Lucky Charm. Huh. Drop this on... It's a consumable. Drop this on an allied unit to gain a unit you don't have that matches one of its traits. Oh. Heck yeah. Do I want to... I think I would like to gain a Ghoul or Brawler. So, Fester. No available units that you don't already have. I have literally all of the Ghouls and Brawlers. And this is the best it can possibly get. What about a Horror? Do I want a Horror? 7 seconds into combat, stun and mana lock all non-horror units for 5 seconds. Yeah, it's good that it doesn't eat the charm when I do it. Horrors instead gain 20% damage dealt for the rest of combat. That's dope. That's very cool. Alright, I want a Horror. What does a Horror look like? Volcanus, an elemental horror. So I can take out the second demon. Oh no, that's the second brawler. Attacks adjacent foes for 50% damage. The next 1 second, he repeats this twice a second. Those attacks have lifesteal. Wow. Very cool. I would have to sacrifice either a ghoul or brawler in order to get a second horror in, because this demon is a horror. Okay. Still range 1. Alright, we want Fester here. And then we'll kill their Fester quickly. Or maybe we'll kill their Sparky quickly. That's probably a good idea. Sure! There goes the demon business. The horror business. That was that stun. That's pretty good. It seems like if I could get the demon bonus, that would probably be very good. Not that it matters over much this fight. Like, we've kind of got this. There's a second Volcanus in the shot. I didn't even notice. I should maybe have paid attention to that. I could choose a trait. There is a second Volcanus in the shot. Sick. We're going to be so volcanic, it's going to be great. Jack of all traits. +3 attack speed and 3 spell power for each active trait. Gain a free unit store refresh now. An additional one after each combat. Special equipment, the Gauntlet. +2 mana regen after combat if the wearer killed a foe. +1 XP. Is that better or worse than +6 or more attack speed and spell power for all of my units? All of my units? That seems... Gain an XP. Oh, an XP is probably a big deal, actually. XP might be a very big deal. I don't know how big a deal XP is. But XP might be a big deal. So I guess I'll take a gauntlet. Oh, it's not 2 gauntlets. It's 1 gauntlet. Okay. Attack speed can be merged with another component, sure. Well, the demon gets both of the equipment. Have your mana regen and your attack speed, please. And then I can choose where I'm going. Oh, I actually get to make decisions now. Some new skills in the city. Unique equipment, perk, or consumable. Mystery component. Unique equipment. The black market. Black market. Well, both of them have unique options that I guess I don't know what they are. Presumably, once I've taken the node, it'll tell me what those unique options are. I think I want the black market. You come to an secluded bazaar. Really? An secluded bazaar? Full of oddities and antiquities. A well-dressed man approaches you, though the only facial feature you can possibly make out is his impossibly white grin. Ominous. We have the most wondrous wonders from across the Hexad realms. I get it, because Hexgrid. Statues from the Golden Desert. Enchanted gemstones from Banal Caverns. And no goblin market taxes. I don't think the goblins are going to be very happy about that. Barter. Standard. Buy mask. Oh, anything unique that I buy gets me cursed? Son of a... I didn't sign up for this. Maybe I can buy stuff before I get cursed then. Do I want an elemental? I don't think I want an elemental. I think I want more demons. I could have all the demons, right? All the demons and all the horrors. I just have to take out my tier 2 ghouls, which is awful. Yeah, the caverns do sound boring. I agree. When the wearer reaches 50% HP, they gain 50% bonus lifesteal for the rest of the combat. Wow. Whenever the wearer deals spell damage, they slow afflicted enemies for 1.5 seconds. There is an indicator of equipment here. The 2 hex slots. Okay. I guess I'll buy the mask. I'm gonna keep messing around here first, though. Yet another Fester? Fester could eventually become higher tier, is what I'm hearing. Again? Oh, we got a tier 2 demon. Okay, and that's a good reason to focus on the demon business instead of the other things. I think that means we lose the horror bonus. But it's maybe worth it anyway. So I lose a tier 1 in order to get the demon bonus, which... Or a tier 2, rather. Which I don't know if that's worth it. It might be worth it. And now I've got some curses. An odd-looking someone draws your eye. The more you look at them, the less detail about them you can make out. They do not speak, and their face is hidden behind a somber mask. As you approach, however, they remove their mask, only to reveal a different mask, this time in a broad smile. After a few moments, you pick out a disguise, make your purchase, and quickly move to be literally anywhere else. Yeah, agreed. The black market, kind of creepy. This one's more experience, but this one's more stars. Well, let's... Oh, and it shows me what kind of bonuses they have. They have an orc bonus and a dweller bonus. Gorbin. I'll take the more experienced one. And their Gorbin is tier 2. Sure. Alright, we gotta give this mask to someone. Presumably my one big melee dude. You're also range 1, huh? Oh, that sounds good. Sure. Get in there. It's Gorbin time? Absolutely. What is your deal? Oh, you dive. Oh, Sparky. It's not gonna last very long. That's alright. I want my demons to die so that this dude goes beast mode. Goes demon mode. Alright, I think we got this. Overtime.
Alright, I'll be honest. I didn't think you were gonna make it. Well done.
What are these voice clips? And I went from 0 to 4, right? Because of the gloves? Potentially cursed cache of weaponry. Really? A large basket of weapons, armor, and trinkets sits by the trail here. They must be abandoned, but something strange nearby indicates otherwise. A small note in front of the collection. Yo, it's rhyming again! Definitely cursed. Only take one from this humble store. Trouble will haunt you if you take more. Just one. Take a ton. Disenchant shrine. How cursed do I want to be? I don't think I want to be that cursed. I could give somebody a pristine buckler. Okay, yeah, I'll give my tank a pristine buckler. That sounds great. Oh, I can't remove them after they get equipped. Alright, well... So I definitely want to be careful about how I equip enemies, how I equip things. Can gear be overwritten? I don't know. It's not like they have specific like types of slots, right? It's I could give this. I'm sure I could give Zafan another gloves if I wanted. In fact, they had gloves and the gauntlet on, so. Decide to heed the mysterious warning and take just one object from the pile. Setting the object onto your pack, you head onwards, feeling glad other adventurers can share in the loot. Chat and shop. A studious goblin looks up from a large ledger, pushing up his wire-frimmed glasses. Name, race, occupation. The Tournament Council is not responsible for injury from burning, maiming, decapitation, petrification, or polytransformation. Sign here. You just gonna make me sign things? See if I can find some elbow-length formal evening gloves. I'll do my best. As you finish signing your name, a brilliant flash of light blinds you for a moment. I get a tournament badge. Upgrades 2 unit store slots to now show uncommon units. Nice. Uncommon units unlocked. Oh, and it replaces them in my current store, too. That's nice. This would have been a good thing to save the charm for, if I had known anything about this game. When you can finally see, you find yourself standing in some sort of shop. A goblin behind the counter looks familiar. Welcome to Mezik's magnificent marketplace. The finest, definitely not looted equipment around. We have everything you could need to take on the Daya, and good luck. Judging by the look of you, you're gonna need a lot of it. Rude. Oh, I can spend gold! Finally. Hey, it's Gauntlets of Grace. You think I should buy these for my attacker? I'm gonna. It's more gauntlets. There we go. We got the Gauntlet and Gauntlets of Grace. It turns out one of them is gauntlets and one of them is gloves, but they're both called gauntlets, in addition to the pristine buckler. Alright, but now I can't buy them any more equipment, because they're fully loaded. I don't know what would happen if I tried to give them more equipment. Item remover. Oh. I see. I spend a gold in order to remove the items. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Use this from the inventory to gain a pale heart. I don't have the money for it anymore. And I can spend a gold to refresh my shop. It was the all gloves build until I turned the gloves into a buckler. What is this? They're clickable. I didn't take the potion slot thing, though. Wait, no, I guess I did? I guess I did. Oh, this is which unique things I have done at unique events. Events that were unique. Options that I took that were unique at given events. Why isn't the mask here? Is the mask not unique? I might buy one item remover so that I can remove an item should I want to later on. Like, I'm not planning on doing that right now, but I might want to eventually. For example, I might want to get this off of Fester at some point. I don't know. Combat. Get gloves or get meat. Teak, the Treefolk Stalker. Gale, the Beast Scrapper. 2 gold or extra stars. It's a mystery. I think I want the meat for Fester. Right? Or is the attack speed better because that plays well with the lifesteal bonus? Ghoulish defense. Probably the health is better. All right. Yeah, we'll do this, I think. And now it's time to start rolling. Yes. Oh, I found another demon. Gourmand. It's a demon scrapper. I've got the brawler bonus, but I could have the scrapper bonus with Grundy. Also buying another Fester, because if we get Fester to tier 3, that's great. He costs 2 stars, because he's uncommon. I see. I get it. We're still at 4, though. And he's not replacing my Fester. So it seems unlikely we'll get to 5. So I'm maybe not that worried about it? Zafen is cursed. That's unfortunate. But also, Zafen's not in play. And even if I tier 2 him, I don't think he's going to be in play. One more roll. Alright, I guess we're good here. Is Uro in play? This is my Uro, right? No, Uro's definitely in play. Uro's here. Uro's here. Yeah, okay. So I'll spend the heart on this guy. Oh. Pale hearts are on top of regular hearts. So I have 5 hearts right now. That's really not clear. Okay. Think I'm ready? Ready to fight? Oh, I really wasn't expecting that. I guess I could have read a description of some kind and known that this was going to happen? No! My big demon wasn't the Demon Lord. That's alright. I still have a lot more power than they do. I was out-tacticsed, and it didn't matter.
that a little close, don't you think?
Alright, that went well. Apparently. And now I have meat that I'm going to give to Fester. Have some meat, Fester. Be even more HP. Thank you. Champion tail. A tale of two tails. But what if each of those is also a tale of two tails? Does that mean it's actually a tale of four tails? How deep do the tails go? Near the market, away from the busy crowd, you notice a pair of Daya in a heated argument. River, an imposing female giant, her hands calloused and her face worn with time, gesturing to a gentle genie you recognize as Ki-Odini. 9 tails. Oh, that's how many tails there are. That makes sense. She doesn't speak, but her motions seem to indicate her passion for artistic storytelling. River shakes her hair at the Fabulist? Fabulist, probably, and turns to you. She says nothing, but her eyes implore you, probably, to offer your opinion on the subject. The tapestry is stunning. I am more of a reader. I don't know what this means. One is a giant and one is a genie. I like giants. Displeased Ki-Odini will remember me. Ki-Odini guffaws, sounding like a sudden clap of thunder echoing from all directions as the book disappears in a puff of smoke. Well, you know what they say, bad choices make good stories. We shall see how our story unfolds when next we meet. The genies do not forget, apparently. Sand and wind gather around the djinn, and in an instant they disappear. Smiling at the thought of showing up one of her friendly rivals... How friendly, I'm sure. River presents a variety of beautifully crafted banners for you to pick from. Cool. Skeleton War Banner. Scrapper War Banner. Politely Decline. Pleased River. War banners in shops are half off. I don't care about either of these banners? I guess if I was to put Grundy back in, a scrapper banner would be good. And I don't have any skeletons. But, like, putting Grundy back in requires removing a demon? Or removing Fester? And no? So I guess I'll politely decline. You look over the delicately crafted tapestries, admiring the intricate stitchwork that make the banners so beautiful. In awe, you ask River to share with you the story of her people. The saga of her tribe lie within the threads of the pennants, telling of war and peace, prosperity and hardship, thousands of years of history told in vibrant colors. River thanks you in her own silent way, and you sense that your kindness will be rewarded in the future. Alright, I like rewards. Has the unique legend Trollgar. It's a legend. Wow. This fight deals double damage on a loss. Well, let's not lose then, right? Master Trollgar spins, dealing 150% of its attack damage and briefly stunning its target. Every third cast instead slams the ground. Whoa, 30. They're going to be casting quite often. Dealing 200 spell damage to all foes within 2 hexes and knocking them into the air for a second. Okay.
This guy's a frontline unit, right?
That means I very much do not want to have people in melee with him. While Protection Totem lives, Master Trollgar has plus 20 armor. Oh, okay. Maybe one of them can go for the Protection Totem. That would be great. Dumbledore! Fantastic. None of these matter to me. None of these matter to me. Morita might as a brawler. But then I'm replacing stuff. I don't want to replace stuff. I want my stuff to be better. This is Grundy. Maybe I don't care about another Grundy. And this is another horror, which I like, but he's a bug. Which means I'll have to remove someone relevant to my interests. So I guess I'm just not spending my money? This seems bad. Also, let's use some potions. You can be slowed. Do you have armor? You sure do. How about you lose some of its armor? Just use all of the potions. I think I want to win this fight.
I knew you had it in you.
Well, the potions were very strong, or that fight was a lot easier than it looked. Unclear which. Gain a glove, your units with an equipped glove component or glove completed item. 10% chance to attack twice. That's cool. Gain a Porcino. Mushroom Archer. And a Marksman Warbanner. In combat rooms, gain the Hex modifier Blitz Shot in the rearmost column. Gains infinite attack range. And for the first 5 seconds of combat, gains plus 100 attack speed. Whoa. Is that better than Glove Master? Give everybody gloves? I think I want to give everybody gloves because I want Fester to have the pristine buckler. That sounds really good. Heck yeah, pristine buckler. Take the night to rest, reflect on everything that's happened in this region, and prepare for the journey to the next one. Alright, sounds good. Campfires. Raise army size. Oh. Sure. Okay. Now my army size is 5. Which is room for another horror. Or maybe 5 demons. But again, that's gonna cost me my Fester. And I really like my Fester. So probably not. One of these is more experience. Skeletons. I don't want skeletons. Enemy units have -2 mana regen. Brutal. I know this track. What is this covering? Maybe I don't know what this is covering. It's the part in the beginning, like dee 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 doo 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 doo. This part. It sounds so familiar and I don't know what it is. Alright, whatever. Alright, horror or ghoul? Honestly, the horror effect seems very cool. All non-horror units, including my non-horror units. Right? But this way I can get... Is Bug any good? What does Bug do? It's pretty strong. And I want something more backliney, because all of my other idiots are melee. What's your range? 4. Okay, good. Can't wait to give you some gloves. Also, we're taking the higher XP one.
This guy's a frontline unit, right?
I think the chances that I do anything with Grundy are pretty low, even though he is level 2. Oh, but he's level 2, so he sells for 3, which is actually a full refund. Okay. I don't want Grundy. I still don't want Grundy. Zaffin's already out there, but I definitely want more Zaffins. Okay. Your time has come, Grundy. Thank you for your support. And I'll what do I pitch here? Probably Volcanus? No, not Volcanus. Volcanus also good. One of my 2 horrors. Oh. Volcanus is a 3rd horror, which I am not doing anything with at the moment. Because I want the demons to still be active. Plus 10 mana regen. Wow. There is a demon scrapper that exists that I don't have. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll pitch a Volcanus for this. Well, I just said I'll pitch a Volcanus, so I'm not going to buy another Volcanus after that. There it is. Perfect. Oh, I don't need to sell. I can just play. I can just overfill the field until I'm decided, and then I can sell off to make room. Interesting. Tier 3. Hell yeah, dude. And a second Gorzak. Alright. This seems good. And I got tier 3 Fester. Fester's gonna do some work. Make sure they both attack Fester at the start and then move in. And then these two are going to focus on the bug, since he's got the war banner. Sounds great. Get in there. Excuse you. Yeah, Sparky died instantly. He jumped into the back and poofed. We're demolished. My tank lived throughout the whole thing. Good. Curse Lord. Whenever a demon dies, remaining demons gain 10% attack damage and spell power. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Okay. Extra bug, tier 2 Lightwing and Corvid. Some Fays. Fey pivot. No, I'll go in on these demons. It's demon time. So now I know 5 of the demons. If I see that Gourmand again, we gotta pick him up. Oh, Baylor's a tier 3. He sells for 3. Oh, yeah, okay. We'll get you out there. Get out there and fight. Sorry, Sparky. It's time for Baylor. I might want Sparky in there anyway. But then I'd have to decide what I'm replacing. And losing the horror trait for Sparky doesn't seem to make that much sense. Road Tale, box of books. That's here. And then I can choose a fight. And then we'll get these things. And then, okay. You come upon an odd signpost, slightly off the beaten path. A small house-like enclosure. Yeah, a library to go. I love it. Small house-like enclosure holding a variety of books to interest any adventurer fills its shelves. Above the roadside library, a sign reads... Is it rhyming? Do you think the sign's rhyming? A wealth of knowledge for all to share. To steal this knowledge will bring despair. Alright, it's definitely cursed. That's how we know it's cursed, because it rhymes. Steal books. Instantly level up. Yo! That seems very good. Or 9 star points. I'm gonna take the level up, actually. And hopefully the curse is not that terrible for me. You grab a few tomes and stash them in your satchel, and one to read on the road. Immediately the words glow an odd purple color. Looking at the vellum again, everything appears to be normal, as though it was all in your imagination. The text on the sign shifts. Those seeking knowledge you've kept from pursuing. Hoarding such wisdom will be your undoing. I should have rolled before I did that, before I got the curse. I should have bought Gorzak and rolled before I bought the curse. Well, whatever. If we don't get no tolls, then we don't eat no rolls. So give me a staff, or I can get experience and some meat. What happened to my level up? Oh, I use it from the oh, it doesn't. I see. Yeah, level up. When do I do the level up stuff then? Well, I'll still take the one that's experience. Even though I kind of want the staff more than I want the meat.
This guy's a frontline.
There's the level up, okay. Gain a curse, your units gain 1 mana regen for every 2 curses. Gain a curse, wow, 2 of my options are gain a curse? Your common units, common? Common? Are you common? How do I know if you're common? Are you common? Are you common? You're probably not common. I guess common is price? Common is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3? Common, uncommon, and rare, I suppose? Well, my board is... Gorzak is uncommon. And Baylor is the next tier up, whatever that is. So I guess I have 3 common units? Can't get the staff thesis? Yeah, that's what I hear. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work for 0 pay, it turns out. Whenever you roll 2 or more cursed units in the shop, gain 2 star points up to twice per room. Wow. That's a lot of star points, actually. Focus on combat or focus on being able to buy more things? Units gain a mana regen for every 2 curses. That feels like a lot of mana regen. It feels like a lot of mana regen. Tears open a portal on top of its target, stunning it and any adjacent foes for 2 seconds. Wow. But he still has only 1300 health, so he can't, like, tank both of these idiots. Do I want to buy Gorzak? I think I do. Right? I like the horror thing I have going on. I guess I'm more inclined to, like, Sebastian is a bug and a dweller. I have a dweller? Who's my dweller? Which one of you idiots is a dweller? Is it Baylor? Alright, but we can just tear up Gorzak. Big bug! Notably, not that much more damage, right? I guess I didn't look at the damage before I upgraded it. But it called out spell power and health up. Specifically. I guess the green border is uncommon, so this is green here. This is blue for rare. That sounds about right. Alright. Sure, let's go. Oh, you're a horror. And we have a Demon Lord. Yeah, now if I get more curses, that scales even better. Like, that's thrilling. Both of these give me XP. Consumable, unique equipment. Unique equipment, unique unit. Unique unit? I'm curious. Wandering through the desert, you stumble on a small tent, seemingly in the middle of nowhere. Stepping inside, you find yourself in a large tavern, somehow much bigger than the petite pavilion. It's cute. Let on. You find yourself admitting a large status. Common secrets is a buff 50. Okay, yeah. It does seem like an incredible buff for common units. I don't know how long I'm going to keep common units. Maybe I'll keep the common units that I have the whole game, in which case that's amazing and I probably should have picked it. But the mana regen seemed nuts also. Also, hi, Ellie. How's it going? Large statue of a snake. Okay. What do I fancy? Steal a scale. Serpentes! Tell me more. You're a legend. That's the only trait you have. I don't gain any other traits here. Neat. Tend to keep 3 to 5 common units because the higher tier commons you think are better than lower tier rares. If tier matters more than rarity, then yeah, that makes sense. But you can't stick with all commons if you're trying to get the extra level of a trait bonus. And I wouldn't mind having 2 Demon Lords. And they go up to tier 4, right? Tier 4 is the highest tier they get. Potion of Telekinesis. Interesting. Serpentes glares at the foe with the least HP, stunning them for 3 seconds and dealing 200 spell damage. Allies with the target in range will prefer to attack them. If they die while stunned, gain a gold. Whoa. Get to T5 with dragon buff or other mechanics. Interesting. Okay. 2 armor and spell power per held gold. Up to 15 gold. Really? I guess that's an equipment? Fascinating. Game blacklists the unit in the shop once you have T4. That seems like a reasonable thing for it to do. Am I going to steal the Serpent Scale? The rest of these are not, like, super appealing. Although the XP is also pretty promising. I like levels. The level bonuses seem completely bonkers. So maybe I'll just take the Potion of Telekinesis. You sit at the bar, chatting and carrying on with the innkeeper and whoever wanders by. You talk about the tournament, strategies, who would open a business in the middle of the desert. Hours pass by before you decide it's time to continue. As you step to the door, you could swear that the golden statue is watching you. Think the telekinesis pod is OP? It might be. Knock a tank out of the way? That seems pretty good. They really like having colored text, I've noticed. They seem to be doing it willy-nilly. Stuck a backliner up to your tanks, that also makes sense. This has a fire potion in it. And more gold, but less experience, less stars. The experience value is the same. Units aren't very smart about moving when they're in danger. No, they only move to change targets, right? Like, that's the only time they move. Which makes some amount of sense. Or if they have an ability that forces it. Oh, that's true. Like, the Sparky has the ability that he just shoots across the screen whenever he uses it. Mama said knock you out. Or was it eat your veggies? I am the law. Judge the law. This is pretty good, actually. What if your name was the law? That's pretty good. I appreciate that. Fire potion? I think I probably want the fire potion. That seems pretty beneficial.
Oh, looks like I scuffed the paint on this one last time.
Oh, that's supposed to be the DM talking. I get it now. Suddenly I understand the voice clips. Justice is my middle name. Right, of course. Marcus Justice the Law. Okay, well, great. Y'all can double up over here on Skull. And I guess if Nimbus walks forward, Nimbus is not going to walk forward, but I can maybe set it up so that Baylor walks forward and hangs out here. Maybe. Do some rolling. That would be my second Volcanus, but we have already decided I'm selling out of Volcanus, I don't care. This is an extra brawler, but I just want more demons. I want like a demon banner. This would level up Sparky. I guess a tier 2 Sparky is better than this tier 1 Baylor. I'm not sure if that's actually true. It's probably not, actually. Just look at those base stats. 45 DPS versus 39 DPS. You prefer the Baylor? Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement there. You kind of hate Sparky? Why? Just because he runs to the enemy back lines? Just because he bolts out of position and completely ruins your formation? Why would you hate that? Yeah, Sparky's a bit of a problem. Because the melee was 700 HP. Okay, fair enough. Not gonna argue that one. Do I roll again? Sure, we'll roll one more time. Bulwark. More Fester? Yeah, let's get Fester up to tier 4. That sounds great. Oh, and I have a meat for someone. Probably Baylor. I imagine Baylor is going to be sticking around. Use your extra HP and buy the Corvid with life and then sell it for stars. Oh! You mean the curse means that I don't spend stars on them? I just spend the health? Health only? That's kind of not how I expected that to work. That's really not how I expected that to work. Huh. It means I lose my last Pale Heart, so I'll be down to 4 health total. I'd like to have some buffer for bosses, so I don't think I want to do that, but that is a very neat idea. I should probably be tweaking these folks' decisions back and forth. HP doesn't matter when you get to the Grand Tournament anyway. Okay. It's, Yeah, this is my first actual run, so there's a lot that I am unfamiliar with at the moment. There goes one of my demons. There goes two of my demons. And this fight was easy.
Well fought.
Played for about 24 hours. Okay. I mean, the game's only been out for like a week, right? I guess we're going to this Dice Shrine. Sure. Tell me about Dice Shrine. The ringing of a bell catches your attention. Following the sound, you find a mostly empty table consisting of a few dice and an empty tray. The dice seem to shimmer as though calling out to you. Looks like some kind of game. There is a sign which reads, in rhyme as usual, roll the dice, you might win double. Don't cheat the dice, or there'll be trouble. Extremely traditional rhyming scheme. Double and trouble. Take a chance. Hedge your bets. Whenever you roll the unit store, 10% chance to gain a free roll. I'm not that enamored of this. Or gain a mana regen thing. You about to call out the weak rhyme? Double and trouble isn't a weak rhyme. But there's not any cauldrons involved, so not as happy about it. I guess I'll just take the money and the experience. Since that gets me to level 6, which is an achievement, apparently. That makes sense, given that I skipped level 4 completely. Weak from a writing point of view. Oh, sure. Yeah. I agree. As soon as you pick up the dice, the tray begins to shimmer and hum, as though excited to play the game. Shaking the dice in your hand, you toss them into the box. They roll and bounce before settling on 2 runes, Ime and Azuz. You don't know what it means, but you feel renewed, refreshed, and just a little bit wiser. Cool shrine. Very cool shrine. 2 prismatic crystals, which can transform to any component until it's equipped. And a scroll of unbinding. Oh. That's like an extra strength item remover? After 15 seconds of combat, your units heal 50% of their missing health? 2 random tier 4 common units. I like my traits. Tier 4 is very relevant, but I'm going to ignore this because I want to play with traits right now. So I guess we're taking Second Wind. Although the thing that can become any equipment seems like maybe it's good. And this is the shop wherein we unlock rares. Like another Baylor, maybe. Once again, find yourself in the office of a goblin registrar. He looks familiar, but the nameplate on the desk is different. Congratulations on not getting killed, future champion. You may now summon combatants from our premium dimension. Not that it will help against the Daya. Please gaze into this crystal while I realign your chakra or something. Sure. Please align my chakra. Oh, now I only have 1 tier 1 though, or 1 common unit. So if I wanted more common units, for example, to level up my Fester, this is dangerous to do. Sometimes you get the 2 units to sell for stars, but usually you pick the one I did, sure. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of stars, isn't it? That's 12 stars back? Per unit? That's pretty wild. You shrug and gaze into the crystal, watching the space inside swirl with lights and smoke. You don't feel any different. After a few moments, you look about the room to once again find yourself in some sort of goblin-owned store. Welcome to Mezik's magnificent marketplace. Everything you see here is almost certainly, probably brand new. Yeah, it's 12 units, right? So it would sell for 12 stars? Love and above? Yep, that's indeed a common one. Might be 9 stars? Oh, really? Even though it's 12 units? It's not a full recovery. Might buy some potions. More Gauntlets of Grace. Gauntlets of Grace are pretty cool. I might also just want more meat for some of these people. What is the meat combo here? Shock Pendant. When any enemy casts, deal spell damage to them equal to 8% of their maximum HP. Man, these combo items are wild. Like, the combo items just seem really, really good. Shield and Staff? Oh yeah, the Burnedana? Sure. Immolation Aura, always good. Certainly learned that from my days playing Warcraft. I could give you another meat. I could buy both of these and give you the Shock Pendant. But I should maybe give that to someone who has higher spell power anyway? Tier bonus. I see. Different units level up in different ways. This unit tearing up got spell power, but this unit, when tearing up, got attack damage and maybe health? And health. So you got health and spell power. Interesting. But these are both... Oh, Zaffin's a skirmisher. Even though he's ranged, he's still a skirmisher, so he's not getting spell power. And you get what? Health and armor? Health and armor for tearing up. I see. So they always gain health, and then they also gain some other thing. So anything that scales off spell power is better on a magician. Because as they tear up, they're going to gain more spell power naturally. What is Staff and Staff? A bunch... Plus 150 mana. How the hell does plus 150 mana work? They just start with a huge mana boost every combat? That's crazy. I need to find out how this works. I mean, yeah, they might scale well with spell power, but they're not gaining it intrinsically off of their tier up. If I buy this, I guess I can only buy... It's okay, so I can't buy 2 staves, even if I wanted to. But I can get this combo item, the Shock Pendant, and give it to any one of my tanks. Or I can give Baylor the Shock Pendant and just drop a meat on someone else. I think maybe give Uro the Shock Pendant? Since Uro's ability... Uro's ability seems to scale well with spell power. I'm less excited about Fester's ability. Taunt and Curse is the furthest foe. Uro heals for more. Yeah. Let's give you both of these things. Let's do it. I'm 5% now. Great. Well, it's both, though, right? It's, in addition to his max health, it's a higher percentage of his max health with spell power. So yes, this is better. This is better for multiple reasons. Does Baylor have a max health thing? No. Okay, so Uro just wants like 1,000,000 health. Very cool. Very cool. That's actually a decent reason to try and give him some other plus health items if I can find them. Like, maybe I want to pull this pristine buckler off of Zephan, since the health bonus here isn't really doing much. Give that to another tank. I still want you to have this and the gauntlets. But giving Uro the buckler seems good. Like, the attack speed isn't going to make that much of a difference. Attack speed. Okay. Maybe I give this to Balor then? Since he gets more of a boost from attack speed than Uro does, I think. Because he's hitting harder? I'm not sure if that's actually true. But, like, the health bonus on Uro is bonkers. And this gives an additional health bonus over time. No, we'll give this to Uro. I can't drag it to the slot! That's okay. This is the second time I've tried to do this, and I'm annoyed that I can't do it. On top of the Glove Master bonus, which means sometimes they just get extra free attacks. Where's this Glove Master bonus? Why does the Glove Master bonus not look like a glove? Other questions. 10% chance to attack twice, which doesn't really matter, but not bad. Alright, I have 1 gold left. I'm not going to refresh the shop. Hey, Inkling, how's it going? Alright, both give me 1 experience. I get gloves. I do like some gloves. So I guess we're going for Gob Barker? Wow. Yeah, I have no idea about the combat stuff, right? Like, I'm looking at... they have some units with some traits, and I maybe should have opinions on which of these things I fight, because units and traits... But I have no clue. I have no clue. I want those gloves.
Oh, looks like I scuffed the paint on this one last time.
Going to the horror guy might be harder since their horror won't get stunned. Oh, yeah! That's true! The horror one specifically is something that I should have been paying attention to. So what does all this stuff do? Maybe I should be reading these instead of just ignoring them. 40% of Shaman's dealt spell damage charges up the Shaman totem. 100 charge heals an ally for 100 health. That's this thing. You're a Shaman totem. Reptiles gain plus 10 armor. Every 3 seconds they gain 5 attack speed. Wow. Immune to crowd control and gain 3 mana on hit. Also, wow. Shaman totem only procs maximum once per second. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So it casts once a second for 100 charge. Sure. 3 meteors. Oh my god. Well, I hope my units are up to the task. This cost me 1 heart to buy? That seems really good, actually. For 3 stars, like trade a heart for 3 stars. Yeah, Garrett, among others in the stream, are big believers in allowing me to suffer organically. Brim. None of these particularly appeal. Sargon. More Volcanus? I don't care! Yeah, none of these really play into what I am currently trying to do. So I don't feel super good about picking any of them up. Left the room for suffering while still explaining a tooltip that doesn't tell me enough. Yeah, it's true. There's, sure are a lot of tooltips. Alright. And then let's move up here and be ready to deal some damage. and make sure that this demon... You're not even a demon! Make sure that my other 2 demons die before this demon does. That's the important part here. I should have been spam buying every demon I've seen, whether or not I have them on the field. I think I have been, actually. I don't think I've missed a demon purchase. I might have missed 1 or 2. Because I do eventually want to have 5 demons on the field. Fester or no. Although Fester has been doing some good work. Alright, is this good enough? This is probably good enough. Get out there. Fight. Oh, right! Reptiles are immune to crowd control! Oh, my horror ability. How sad. Polymorph? Stunned, but Demon Lord. Immune to crowd control. It's true! I even said it. I said the words out loud and didn't connect. Delve into a massive sandy tomb. Sandy. Ugh, stuff gets everywhere. Oh, I've got gloves. I should have given somebody the gloves. Should I give Gorzak the gloves? Should I give Baylor the gloves? Occasional random double attack? I think whoever has the highest DPS the highest attack damage should get the gloves. Well, I guess you're getting another Pristine Buckler. Pristine Bucklers for everybody. Everybody gets a Pristine Buckler. That sounds great. Alright, where are we going here? Mystery of the Tomb. Far past the oasis's palms and pools, you see a monument. Oh, they have gone completely ham on this text coloring. I feel like this is a little over the top. Like, I don't know what message they are trying to convey here, other than every noun has a color. Lying on the horizon, it bears the image of some skeletal serpent, its form extruding from desert stone. Stepping inside, you find nearly empty corridor. The walls lined with a number of strong stone serpentine soldiers, standing ready to guard against any would-be pillager. Pools are blue, I mean, sure. Skill check. Run away or proceed. You may choose to collect the room's rewards, but you then must roll a 20-sided die to determine the severity of the cost. You can preview the costs in the bar on the right, grouped by the roll range that will result in that cost. Each room will have more powerful rewards than the last. You can leave before any roll to collect any earned rewards and penalties. Each skill check can grant some extra 6-sided die to add to the roll if your character has particular attributes. Well, Hellborn or Rogue would give me plus d6. But alright, roll a die. Are you kidding me? I just immediately nat 1, getting 4 curses for 2 XP, not the best deal. Something about those sculptures that draws your attention. I should have bailed. I should have just immediately bailed. Not even worth it. Something about those sculptures that draws your attention. The detail is so accurate, you could swear you can hear them breathing. It's like a hiss. By the time you realize that it isn't your imagination, the door back to the sand and sun is closed off. And you find yourself trapped in a wall of vile haze. That's true. I am gaining mana regen for all of these curses. But, oh god, that's a lot of curses. It didn't look like a gnat. I mean, it's a, like, what else? It rolled a 1. What else could it have been? Oh, but yes, the fact that it was a 1 doesn't necessarily mean it was an auto failure. If I had had the d6s, it could have gone 1 plus whatever they rolled. Yeah, not a critical. I agree. Coughing and sputtering, you manage to make your way to the next room. The door outside opens again, clearing out the smoke for the next poor soul. As soon as you step into the next room, you step on a switch, followed by the sight of a massive boulder heading your way. We'll get a staff out of it? And my units will have less maximum health after this roll. That's a much bigger penalty than I am willing to take, I think. I don't think it's worth a staff. I think I will take the XP and go. Final room as a special... Is it 3 rooms total? Always 3 rooms? I might take it some other time, but I'm leaning pretty heavily into the tank business here, so losing a lot of max HP seems really painful. You realize that the best way to avoid becoming a pancake is to go in the other direction. The noxious vapors that have filled the entrance have already dissipated. You've learned a little bit about the temple. Time to go. The door to the next room closes in front of you, preventing you from bypassing the temple's rolling challenge. Though, judging by the sound of pebbles grinding into dust, you think you've made the right decision. Bost, Priest of Adelon. Okay.
This guy's a frontline unit, right?
Oh, this is where we teleport. Get teleported. Well, I found one demon, and it's Sparky. A little disappointing. I'm not willing to pay the health for Sparky. And then Fire Potion? Do you have armor? You sure do. Get fired. Stunning enemies in a wide line. Wide line. Okay. Maybe pull a little bit to the side then? Separate? I don't know how wide your line is. Here goes. I should maybe have read these. Steals 4 mana from all your units. Deals spell damage to adjacent foes and stuns them. Oh yeah, we should have pulled back. Well, it's fine. It's fine.
Well fought.
Either the bosses are way easier than I expect them to be, or potions are very strong. I cannot quite tell what is going on here. Your units gain twice the bonus stats from overtime. I don't know about that. What's up, Lord Quispin? Good afternoon to you as well. In combat rooms, both things are true. Willing to believe that too. In the hex modifier Spellslinger in a random hex, minus 40% maximum mana. Pretty good. We use a potion to gain a mirrored copy of it. I'm kind of out of potions, is the thing. And overtime isn't the thing that's happening very often. If I had healers, then Chronometrics could be really cool. But I think I will take Spellslinger. And we'll just have a unit stand in a spell-slinging spot. Now 6 slots in my army. 6 is max? Okay. The Grand Tournament. As you reach the entrance to the Grand Tournament, a possibly familiar goblin explains the rules. There is no violence on the tournament grounds, except for the tournament itself, presumably. No littering. Gambling is only permitted at registered betting booths. Please report any solicitation to the nearest guard. If you're participating in the tournament, registration begins at noon. All that sounds like very relevant information. Probably. Oh, there's a lot to do here. You recognize another member of the Daya. Hopefully they don't hold a grudge. Oh, they do. I like that he kicks the other one out of the way. That's cool. Sand whirls around your feet, a hallmark feature of the Djinn of the Golden Sands. Nearby, several patrons have come to listen to one of their stories. Even the legendary bard, Rhapsody, can be seen hanging on the storyteller's words. As they close up their tome, they invite you to join them. I was hoping I would see you again. You've done well to make it this far, and doing battle with such a worthy foe is sure to make for a killer story. Speaking of killer stories, additional tier 4 unique unit. Crazy. Sponsorship deal, unique perk, or unique equipment and some XP. XP feels like it's not going to matter too much. I don't think I'm going to hit level 7. Or level 8, rather. I mean, maybe I am. Do I go through this whole thing, or is it just the one fight here? I guess this is this. You can hit 8 before the tournament? Okay, then I'll go for the XP. In that case, I am happy to prioritize XP, I think. Okay, yeah, I'm still going from the bottom up. The Three Circlets. A world-renowned event where the finest centaurs from the four corners compete for the title of Chiron. I'm sure I'll get the chance to play with it later. I'm not worried about it. Like, explaining mechanics is cool, spoiling events is less cool. Quite happy to get sideswiped by events. Crowd is bustling with excitement, meeting the competitors, placing bets, and all around enjoying the event. To the right, a gnome, those cursed gnomes, standing on a stack of crates collecting betting slips before the race. That checks out. To the left, an area where people can get autographs from their favorite competitor. Oh, it cost me money to place bets. Rig the race. Meet a racer. The wearer moves extremely quickly. At the start of combat and after moving, they gain 30% damage reduction for 4 seconds. Oh, interesting. That feels like not that big of a boost, but maybe 30% DR is impressive enough that 4 seconds of it is still a big deal. Kind of just want the experience, though. With a few coins to spare, you make your way to the gnomish bookie, looking over the racers before deciding who to root for. Nightblaze, a newcomer who has claimed many victories, but she likes to show off with tiring sprints. Gordo Jr., son of Gordo Sr., as can be expected, who has been a longtime champion, a well-trained and balanced racer. Stallo Oberton, a racing veteran of 15 years, has a consistent finish time, but isn't the fastest at his age. Oh, I see. I get the experience regardless, and then I can bet to try and get my money back. Interesting. This is best EV, right? 6 and 10 is the same EV. 40% of 8. $3.2. Okay, so this is higher. Alright. I'll take the higher EV. Oh my god. Why would you do this to me? Not only is Gordo mathematically the best, Gordo always wins. As you can clearly see, Gordo is always the winner. DMCA, no. God, are people getting DMCA'd for playing Trombone Hero? Or whatever that game was? Probably, huh? Alright, what are we doing here? Only if they're good enough. Fair enough. Silence it for the first 20 seconds of combat. That feels like a less impactful thing than some of the other things that I could do. Oh, but this is a horror fight. We don't want to do a horror fight. I guess I'm uniquely suited to deal with a horror fight. Wow, they're doing the same thing I am. They have this, like, demon horror thing. Do I think I'm doing it better than they are? Unclear. Tank. Tanks take 10 less damage from all sources. While any tank lives, all allies gain +2 mana regen. Wow. Wow. Why are none of my things tanks? Oh, right, because it's 6. Well, I gotta do some rolling anyway. Grundy is here. How do I feel about these units? I sold off my Grundy, so I can't get the ghoul bonus. Unless I find another ghoul. But none of these play particularly well with what I'm doing right now, so... Oh, Ghoul and Dweller? That's pretty good. And another Balor. I'm getting both of these. The Dweller bonus is 2 of 3. Okay. Well, I'm still buying this. And if I can find another Dweller somehow to trade out... Is there like a Dweller horror? That would be super good. No, these are all of the Dwellers. I know all of the Dwellers now. None of the other Dwellers appeal. So, this is just never happening. Yeah, you're not the only one, Ellie. That is not unique to you. Malady channels unholy energy into the ground in a massive cone area directed towards his target. Range 2, though. He does have a classy top hat. Do I buy Sparky or do I roll? Am I going to put Sparky in? I don't want to put Sparky in. But I want to find more demons. Who's this last demon? Why haven't they shown up? I have seen the uncommon demon. But I didn't buy him for whatever reason. We'll roll one more. Hey, look, it's another Balor. Alright, yeah. I'm spending the heart on it. Yeah, I have to have the star points and the heart. That's what I thought. There was no way it was going to let me just spend the heart and not the star points. But since I'm not buying Sparky, I can dunk some extra Sparkies. Or dunk Volcanus. There's an upgrade in the XP shop that changes how that mechanic works. Oh, okay. Plus 10 armor and 1,000,000 goddamn health. Love it. Yeah, I know there's going to be a bunch of modifiers as, like, I play the game. But, yeah, not there yet. Alright. Let's not fight the horrors. What are the other horrors? There's a blue horror. There's 2 blue horrors. Okay. So, if I wanted to bail on my demon... I'd have to bail on my demons, huh? No, there's I could... Oh, I'd have to bail on Fester if I wanted to fill up on Horror Rank 2. I don't think I want to fill up on Horror Rank 2. I don't think that's nearly as impactful as the Horror bonus to begin with. And now that there are more horrors, this is going to be even... Or more units on the field, this is going to be even more painful. So, the effect is happening regardless. So maybe this is okay. Like, it's hard to say, like, they're going to be immune to my effect, but, like, this effect happening doesn't affect me as much. The demon thing seems real strong, though, so maybe we'll just go with the bugs.
This guy's a frontline unit, right?
Equipment. What do you have? World Wide Web. Oh. That's a lot of stunning, and it's happening immediately. Enhanced Blessed Blade. Oh, Lifesteal. Brutal. Alright. That looks good. Hex modifiers without... Right! Right! Hex modifiers with units. Piercing Eye Beam. Reducing its maximum mana by 10 for the rest of combat. Oh. Heck yeah. Thank you for the reminder, DM. Good job. Alright, now I just have to make sure that he never leaves this spot. Which is... Actually, with this amount of melee, he probably won't. What are these fear effects? Piercing Eye Beam! Piercing Eye Beam! Piercing Eye Beam! I love it. That's so many Eye Beams. Alright, but now he's losing the ability, or he still has the ability? Presumably he still has the ability. Wow, demolished. Blew them the hell up. Optic Blast, right? Oh, man. Marvel versus Capcom. Wait, was that the first one? Was that, like, X-Men, Marvel versus X-Men or whatever it was? I guess it's every single game that Cyclops has been in. Staff or sword? Do I have any equipment that I'm ready to, like, multiply on? Everything is already, like... Yeah, every equipment I have is already merged. So I could look at what the swords level up into. For example, the sword and gloves, which is important to my interests. Based on where you start combat. Oh, okay, alright, that's good. Attacks hit an additional foe, gives you cleave. Rad. Claws of Haste. We've done a bunch of meat combos. On cast, set your attack speed to 400 for the next 3 attacks. That feels less impactful, but... Well, it's Demon and Dweller? Yikes. Maybe I'll go with the one that's not tier 3. Same experience on both, so I don't really care too much. Dead Hand. Ghoul and Horror. Wow. Oh, I might be bringing you in. The Horror is pretty beneficial. Like, the extra Dweller doesn't matter, and the Horror is pretty powerful. Yeah, get in there. Sorry, m'lady. So now we have 3 kind of wizards. Dead Hand leaps to the foe with the least HP. What is this leaping business? What? You're a wizard with range 1? Miserable. Hopefully you deal decent damage, though. Oh, you really do, actually. Alright. And you get the ghoul bonus, which is kind of nice. Start of combat, the frontmost ghoul becomes the infected ghoul, gaining 40 attack speed, healing an additional 3% of its missing health each second. When the infected ghoul dies, the buff moves to another living ghoul. Wow, that's super cool. I want to play with ghouls next time. What are we doing here? We're not fighting Baylor is what we're doing here. Alright, where's my magic spot? There it is. Still gonna be this dude, I think. Unless this effect feels more meaningful? I think this effect might feel more meaningful. I guess if this guy gets his effect earlier on, then he becomes, like, the optic blast turret much sooner. Can spread out a bit. Make sure that we have the DPS targeting up here. This seems good. Probably. Tactics. I don't know. Fight. Optic Blast! This guy's a monster. Holy crap. Uh-oh. The werewolf did a thing. That's okay, everybody's dead. Jesus Christ, what a beating.
That was an easy fight. Well done.
This is not even close. He did an awoo, he did do an awoo. And now I have a staff. Who wants a staff? Maybe the guy who's casting Optic Blast every single day of his life. Absolutely. Blast him. Unique perk from the training yard. Also a unique perk and some unique equipment. But the bard can give me experience. Alright, we're going to meet Rhapsody. Maybe Rhapsody will tell me how to fight off his bard superior. You spot a small gathering of people of all races. Standing in the clearing, an elegantly, if not gaudily, dressed man is sitting on a barrel, playing a lute and speaking to a captive audience. Curious, you wedge your way into the group as the man tells an epic tale of love and war. As he finished his story, he pauses, looks over the crowd, and asks for requests. Bardic Silence. The first time a foe would cast, they're stunned for 1 second and lose all their mana instead. What the hell is Vault? Vault is not unlocked yet. Okay. Become a patron. Every 6 times you roll the unit store, gain a copy of the equipped unit. When you make it tier 4, this is automatically removed. Wow. That's very cool. And also, it's a lot late for that. It's only 1 enemy? That makes sense. I think I'd rather have the experience. You mingle in with the crowd as several patrons toss a coin to the bard. Yeah, toss a coin to your bard. He sings, dances, recites, and plays, and before you know it, it's been hours. Yeah, every 6th roll pulls that unit. I understand. Every 6th roll gives you a free version of that unit. 18 gold, your rare units gain 20 armor and 40 starting mana. Your units with 3 or more traits, which is none of my units at the moment, for the record. I have 3 rare units. I have 2 rare units. I pulled one of my rare units. "20 armor and 40 starting mana." Means he would just jump at the start of each fight. Wild. So this mana business, is mana rolling over from fight to fight? Or do some units just start with mana and some units don't start with mana and they have like a set starting mana? Gain a random war banner. I don't know about random war banner. I guess if I had previous war banners, this would be good. Starts based on traits. So this will just always be at 40 of 75 at the start of every... I haven't been paying enough attention. Like, this will always start with 40. This will always start with 40. Or with Rarely Seen, always start with 80. Like, I think I'm taking Rarely Seen. But it would be good to know what was going on there. Based on the unit and other level up traits. Okay. Time for some tough actin' Tenactin. Mushrooms and Shaman. Dragon and Engineer. You give me a potion? I like potions. A little bit, slightly fewer stars, but maybe worth it. None of these are particularly... Oh, no, there's a new demon. And that I don't have the ability to buy. I could have the ability to buy him. Demon Healer. Whoa. Well, now I know who all the demons are. And in order to get the full demon bonus, I would need to trade somebody out for Sparky and trade in Elos. Which would be between Gorzak, Dead Hand, and Fester. So we'd have to keep either Dead Hand or Gorzak in order to keep the horror bonus. So we'd have to trade out Dead Hand and Fester for him? Oh, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it! Fester's too good! My units are too good to go for the better synergies. I'm not actually sure that that's real, but it feels real. I mean, I guess I could buy Elos with the idea of maybe I trade out one of my existing demons for him. At some point. Like, I don't know that Uro is necessarily doing me a lot of good. I'd have to wait until I could buy a thing that cleans his items out. Wait, do I get the items back if I sell them? If I sell, I get the items back? Okay. That's maybe worth it. And then I still have 3 frontliners, essentially. Although if Deadhead wanted to be upgraded, that would be very good for me. Trade this Shock Pendant out. Health and Spell Power. Give that to... I just like what Uro's doing. Probably give it to Fester. And the Pristine Buckler. Which, is it unique? Can somebody have 2 Pristine Bucklers? Give it to Dead Hand. Because I want him to have a gloves effect. Cannot have 2 of the same item. Okay. Conjures a magical star which will bounce to both friends and foes 7 times. Deals 150 damage to strikes enemies and heals 150 when it strikes allies. Each bounce reduces damage and healing by 10%. 10 mana regen. Wild. And it'll start with an extra 40 because of the thing I just got. And I'm giving up 2k health at 10 HP in order to get this effect, which will probably happen like twice. You deal good damage, though, actually. Wow. That's probably worth it. Although his healing... 11 mana regen. Happens even more often than Ellis's ability. A lot more often than Ellis's ability. His healing heals himself for 25% of his max HP whenever it goes off. Like 500. Reduced by 10%, so reduced by 15 each time. An event that gives an item you can equip that doubles traits, which can double war banners. Interesting. Okay, sure. It's not clear to me which of these is better. I think maybe if I move the items around, like if I remove the items from Uro, then maybe Elos is better. But it's still like really close. And then there's this still like I would want Elos to still die before Zafin dies to make sure Zafin gets the demon bonus, which is tough. I am happy to hear your opinion. Because I'm really on the fence here. I don't have a strong leaning one way or the other. Like, Uro's only tier 2, so he feels kind of replaceable? But, like, am I ever going to tier up Elos? If I tiered up Elos, it would probably be strictly better. I think Uro's probably going to get me more damage. All things considered. Minimum 3 Vanguard units is pretty much a requirement. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards keeping Uro, but it's close for me. Mostly because I like Elos, not because I think Elos is better in any particular. Yeah, I should just settle and move on. All right, I want the potion. Give me the potion.
This guy's a frontline unit, right?
What do you have? Strong. What do you have? Also strong. And you have the Leader War banner. If I had a frontline instead of Dead Hand, I could think about it. Uro's one of the best frontliners in the game? Uro's my brawler? Oh, he is my brawler, isn't he? Yeah, that's a big deal. Alright. Healer is very interesting as a trait. Healing is more effective. Gain the Healer Shrine, which gains charge equal to 50% of your unit's healing. Every 5 seconds, the shrine zaps a foe, spending all its charge to deal that much spell damage. Healer team is real interesting. I'm very curious. Like, maybe it could get with the overtime perk from leveling up. That feels like it could be pretty strong, but it's probably not stronger than just fighting things. Me and my love for attrition games probably not going to be satisfied here. All right. Well, anyway, game on. Yeah, immediately jumps forward and immediately gets demolished. poor Dead Hand. Dead Hand is not a good choice here. Dead Hand really needs some survivability if I'm gonna keep him. Optic Blast! Oh, this guy. There it is. Like every other attack is the goddamn laser. What a champion. You think healer comps can work? I like the idea. I want it to be true. What a glorious feeling. Ooh. Some health. Some health for my Dead Hand. Maybe attack damage for my Dead Hand, actually. Look, a unit type called Statue that has a fun healer. Interesting. But this one has the experience, so I guess we're getting some meat instead of some sword. Demon healers. Wow. Whew. Those are some tears. Death Ward. When hit, gain 4 mana. And it doesn't matter where you start because you're going to run forward, you're going to teleport immediately, right? I guess maybe you can get a hit in before you do that. And I should probably do some rolling here and figure out what I'm getting. Hey, look, it's more Uro. I would, in fact, like this. Maybe we can level a dude up. Tier 4! Look at this champion. Deal some damage, buddy. 25% attack damage for the rest of the combat. Wild. On attack, plus 4 mana. And I will save this purchase for after this fight, I guess. Because buying this now doesn't do anything immediately. Okay, good enough. Ho, ho, ho! I like that he hit 3 people. That was pretty good. You should do that again. Is Dead Hand still jumping around? Wow. How have you survived this long, buddy? Well, their healer is a Demon Lord. So that's something, I guess. Survive because my Uro is taunting people. I believe that. Five people left alive on my side of the team. Not even close. The champion. To the Registrar. Who's bonus die? I got Rivers. Visit the Tournament Registrar. Let's do it. Yet another moderately recognizable goblin is checking the names of tournament contestants. Next to him, you see a list of rules for the tournament. The tournament consists of 8 competitors in a single elimination style qualifier. All standard rules apply. Cheating is strictly forbidden. Please register your team at the left before proceeding. A familiar voice behind you brings a smile to your face. Tournament competitor. Any loss will cause the run to end in defeat regardless of your remaining hearts. Alright. Well then. Time to buy Baylor, right? Since hearts don't matter anymore. I've purchased 6 cursed units this run. That gave me an achievement. How much does board placement matter or other pre-battle strategizing? Your guess is as good as mine, Cryptomancer. Some of it definitely matters, like making sure you have, you know, your frontline units on the front line. Bought the roguelike XP upgrades out of the run and the game gets harder. River's gentle countenance brings a smile to your face. You recall the time you spent with her, watching the saga of her people unfold through the fabric of her banners. She places a large hand on your shoulder in greeting, then produces the most beautiful tapestry you've ever seen. After a few moments of sheer adoration, she folds the banner and offers it to you, and a token of your patronage. As a token of your patronage, I think. Yo, the horror banner! That's super sick! Wow! That's as good as this could possibly have gotten. I guess Uro's gonna become a horror? And gain extra mana regen for his brutal ability? That sounds wonderful. I guess Baylor could become a horror? I don't know which of these abilities are better, actually. Probably Uro's. Runic Bane is wild. Baylor does more damage. So having Baylor not be stunned during the stun is good. Deadhead's already a horror, which, good. So it's any of my frontliners I can choose to become a horror, because everybody else is already a horror. Baylor casting the stun does less because the stun won't... Oh yeah, because it's a stun during a stun. So less important also. And it's 160 damage total per cast there. Whereas Uro's ability is... what? 25% of their max HP per cast? Which is going to be way more than 160. It doesn't get the stun, but the stun only matters... This only happens during the thing, right? Yeah, only during the thing. The 20% damage is a bigger boost on Baylor, but Uro's ability is way stronger. I think we'll give it to Uro. After a few moments of sheer adoration, token of your patronage, you thank her as she heads toward the grand tournament, wondering if you'll see her on the other side of the field. Pretty good. I could also buy a horror war banner? Wow! Alright, I guess they're both going to be horrors. Why not? Or, Pauldron of Milo. Every 5 seconds, taunt adjacent foes for 3 seconds. After falling below half health, the wearer gains 30 armor for the rest of combat. I can buy both of them. I can and will buy both of them. Yeah, get in there. And then I can spend some money on... Oh, I can remove some curse! Get out of here. Incapacitation, but remove them from combat for the first 6 seconds. Mana potion. Oh. It might be mana potion time. I think if I get a mana potion, I think I take a mana potion and then give Zafan the bonus and give Gorzak the mana potion once we get to the final fight. That sounds delightful.
Oh, looks like I scuffed the paint on this one last time.
Superior Spear. Turret is supercharged with extra ammo. 20% attack damage at the start of combat. Summon a training dummy. And then the fire-breathing worm. Alright. There's not that many slots. Baylor definitely becomes a horror. And now I have to decide who's getting horror between Uro and Fester, and who's getting the Pauldron. I feel like I want Fester to have the Pauldron. Like, Fester's got the most health already, and also has the, like, huge benefits. Yeah. You're getting the taunts. You absolutely get the taunts, my friend. I really, really wish I could drag to the slots. And that leaves some meat for Dead Hand, I think. Because Baylor could use the meat, but also Dead Hand is very squishy right now. Use my free roll. Hey, look, it's more Baylor. Great, love it, super good. The real question is, do I want to get another roll now? Even another roll with both of these isn't going to let me buy a 3. So I guess I wait until next round. Ew. I think I still do that, but ew. Alright, let's make sure that somebody here taunts. Which they do. Great. Don't get any more star points from fights in the tournament? Oh, okay. So yeah, I should not have actually rolled that last time either. I should have saved. I forgot about that. Yeah, they said you don't get any more rewards from the fights. Yep. Yeah, okay. I realize that this is a problem, and yes, I am sure. Oh no, 2 people after him. That was a bad choice. I should have put one of the melees on there. That's really a shame. Oh, the taunts worked! Oh, no, they didn't. They worked briefly. 13k to 9k? Who do they think they are? Man, I can give up all kinds of advantages and still just cream them. Oh, I got my heart back. That's nice. Synchro. Chiodini has to fight River. Oh no. Well, Chiodini obviously is going to win that one. So we have to face them in the finals. But that's funny. Oh, River already lost. My bad. Wow, River. I believed in you, River. Are all of the others, like, gods? Like River and Chiodini? Wait, am I a god? Am I a Daya? Everybody else is a Daya, right?
This guy's a frontline unit, right?
I'm not buying Gourmand. I'm not adding a new demon to the mix right now. God, again, frontline. Okay, too bad. Who do I want to give that to? Probably Uro, yeah. That checks out. Let's have Uro just cast forever. Make sure that you're not targeted first thing. And away we go. Okay, this is a little closer. Oh, this number keeps going up as my dudes get hit. I love it. This dude keeps... You making some mistakes, my boy. Jumping right into the center like that. Nice try, though. Gave me the war banner she needed to win. Did she have horrors in her party also? Not even close. Five-second shield. Sure. Oh, the skeletons came back. Right, skeletons. Overtime active. Plus 60 attack and... attack speed? Wow. Became a chicken, got demolished. Okay. Yeah, the skeletons respawning such that they were in the middle of my back line was real painful. And also didn't matter, because my thick boys are indeed thick. Well, what is the 7 units garbage? Hello? What a cheater! Also horrors. Increase the red value on elemental skills by 100% or 200%. He was displeased. I mean, somebody was always going to be displeased. Frisky, a legendary tome. Alright, who are the elementals? Everybody's an elemental. Okay, well, once again, Uro is getting the magic buff. Let's set up everybody else to fight on this corner. And maybe we'll kill Frisky first? Or should I go for some of the lower health idiots first? Like the opposing deadhead. Oh yeah, this is the final fight. Thank you. Thank you. Forgot about that. Bringing Sanctus forward doesn't actually matter. Alright, who do I want out of the fight for 6 seconds? Probably one of their vanguards. Sure. You're not real for the first 6 seconds of this fight. And who's casting spells? Holy Healing? Get out of here. You're in silence for 20 seconds. We give the mana potion to Gorzak. So they can Optic Blast immediately. And I guess we just pull one of their random melee dorks out of the way. Frisky's buff. Volcanus. Whirling attack? Alright, yeah, get out of here. You can go over here. I don't even know if I should have rerolled there or not. Fester? Aw, not another Fester. I'm not going to be able to level up Uro here, but I might be able to pull another Fester. But I guess I can roll and see. Nope, irrelevant. Alright. Fighto! The long walk back to the front. Good job. Dead Hand doing dead hand things. Good job. Creamed. Demolished.
Your mastery overflow.
Not even a fair fight. Ultimate victory. Sure, show me all the numbers. So let's see how well I did. Oh, this is like each fight here, too. We can see just how overpowered I was fight to fight. Yeah, I don't know how to get useful information from this screen yet, Ellie. This screen doesn't matter to me. Gorzak, what a champion. I guess this tells me, okay, no, this does actually give me, like, this is your biggest contributor in this way. That's pretty useful. Knowing which unit is dealing the most damage, knowing which unit is taking the most damage, those are pretty useful results. And utility... Gorzak and Baylor got the most kills. Good job. Well done. These sure are some damage. Well, Fester did, like, no damage. Poor Fester. At least he sat there and took 2,000 health worth of damage. What a champion! What a champion. Just because he dealt no damage doesn't mean he didn't contribute. Absolutely contributed. He was my tank MVP for sure. He took 2,500 damage. Gorzak dealt 3,800 damage. Speaking of champions. Well, look at Uro, though. Uro dealt 3k. Uro took 2k. Uro was a fantastic unit. Wow. Yeah, good job, Uro. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Zafin never got a skill off? Oh, 600 from skill. Because it's attack damage, it's not skill damage. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Uro was good. Uro was real good. Mastery gained 2,500. Ancestral power. Characters now have an additional starting combat-oriented perk unique to them. How do I buy you? Oh, I gotta go through these. Yeah, there's a bunch of work in progress things here, right? This progression feature will be added in a future update, sure. So all the character unlocks are here. Class powers. Unlocks the vault. Allows you to spend star points to add additional fixed rewards to the next combat, which duplicate units of specific rarities. Duplicates, maybe? Units of specific rarities to help fill the gaps in any units you aren't finding through rolls. Well, that seems wild. Enemy armies after floor 3 gain an additional war banner. Why? Why do I want this? Draft mode. That seems very cool too. Broker. Broker perk can now appear in the level 2 perk pool. Increases your unit's damage for each time you invest. Starting in Act 2, enemy units gain an additional tier up. Vault seems like fun. Vault seems relevant. Ah, buying this thing automatically enables this thing. And buying enemy weavery potentially gets me cheaper banners. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's very neat. New area, the Banal Caverns. Unique region, dungeon, and champion tales, a new boss, and new unique combatants. Very cool. And if I buy this, this thing gets unlocked automatically. Combatant effects. Yep. Well, I'm doing that. And I can get both class powers and whatever this is. So that sounds great. You have all the hats unlocked? That seems like a very specific thing to try and unlock. Aspiration powers, profession powers, draft character. Oh, here it is. You will draft from a set of 3 ancestries, classes, aspirations, professions to create a unique character instead of using a specific character. Neat. Write a vault. Oh, hats. Unlocks a cosmetic system. Sure. Sure. Alright, I'm buying class powers, and I'm buying whatever the heck this is. A future character. Love it. Alright. Well, that went well, I think. The hats are free, sure. Well, I'm not starting another run now. Because my, start at the beginning of Act 1. That's interesting. Does Quick Start give you the bonuses that you would have earned on the way up? Because it feels like you're missing out on, like, some free rolls and stuff. One must always be pretty hard, agree. Always save your spot if you could. Sure. But I'd rather be, like, starting a run fresh rather than jumping into the middle of a run next time I play. So I think we are done here for the night. That said, this game was great, and I'm thrilled to come back to it. I enjoyed this. Nothing in this was particularly off-putting. I felt like I had a good handle on it. The game felt a little easy, but maybe that's just because I have nothing unlocked. So we'll play some more. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'll look forward to more of this in the future.